Okay, so this video is going to be on system of equations, and there's a few different ways we know how to solve system of equations. We solve it algebraically, graphically, or we can solve it using the tables. So Juan has a cellular phone that costs $12.95 per month plus 25 cents per minute for each call. Tiffany has a cellular phone that costs $14.95 per month plus 15 cents per minute for each call. For what number of minutes do the two plans cost the same? So I have one that has a plan that's $12.95 plus 25 cents per minute. I'm going to make minutes X. And Tiffany is $14.95 plus 15 cents per minute. Okay? And they want to know when they're going to be the same. And same, if we remember, same means equal. So I'm going to start by setting these equal to each other, since that's what we want to find. And now we just have a regular equation. So I want to get x's on one side and numbers on the other. So I'm going to start by moving this number using my inverse operations. And bring down everything else. Now I'm going to move the variable by, again, doing inverse operations. And that's going to get me 0.10 equals. And last step, division. And that gets me x equals 20. But we want to make sure to write a sentence for our final conclusion. So for what number of minutes do the two plans cost the same? So we would say the two plans cost the same at 20 minutes. When we solve it with tables, we would plug into y1 in our calculator. We would plug in the first one. And then for y2, we would plug in the second one. And on our table, we're looking for, again, where they're the same. So what I would do is look at my x values and see when the y values are the same. So we know from the first part that it's 20, so I would plug in, I would look at 20 on the table. And then our table would show that the y values are both 17.95. And since they're the same, that's how I know what my x is. And they only cared about the x because they only said what number of minutes. Okay. Graphically, I'm only going to show you the first one. Alright, the second one is the same thing, except this one is a quadratic and a linear, which means there's going to be two solutions. Where here I have two linears, so there's only going to be one solution. Okay, so the first one's already in y equals. My y-intercept is -1. So I'm going to start at -1, and my slope is up 4 over 1. Okay, and it's a regular equation, so it's just going to have a line, and that's it. Make sure when you're graphing these, you go to the ends of the graph. The second one, I need to get into y equals mx plus b form. So I get y equals 5 take away 2x. I'm going to graph that in a different color. This one has a y-intercept of 5. then the slope is going to be going down 2 spaces and over 1. And I can already see where my points intersect, but I'm still going to go ahead and graph the whole thing. And if you read the question, it says state the coordinates of the solution. So the solution to the system is, whatever this coordinate is, it's 1, 3. Okay, and you would do the same thing for problem number 4, except they only care about the x value. So when you're writing your answer, you would say the solution is x equals some number and x equals some number, because I know there's going to be 2 solutions since this is a quadratic and this one's linear. Okay, this is a super important topic, so make sure you study this one. It comes up on the test a lot.